Hi, the Smartboard lesson I have chosen is all about life cycles. It's a lesson that is for elementary school students, and it gives information about life cycles from different kinds of animals. So you would use this for elementary school students when talking about science and life cycles. The second page does a very good job of explaining how you would use it and what you should use it for. It has the subject, the level. This says second grade. I think you could use it for first graders, second graders, probably even third and fourth graders, depending on the level of your students. It gives the standards for South Carolina that the lesson covers, the objectives, and then lesson notes. And I really like how it lists on the lesson notes the prior knowledge that your students should have in order to get through this lesson and comprehend it. The next page is just an introduction about what a life cycle is. There's a song, you can click on it, and there's a song. And almost all these pages, there is some kind of song or story or something you can click on that takes you to a video or a movie or to a web page. So it could take you a couple of days to get through it, but it's great for smaller kids to keep them engaged in the lesson. It also has, these can be moved, so you can ask students to come up and move them, and it will give you a fact. So, for example, all life cycles start with the birth of new living. So a student can come up to the board and move that. You could also use the magnifying glass, and it talks about the 4 stages of life. So this is just general life cycle, and then it gets into specific life cycles. So the next page is, it's a bug's life. This one is about butterflies. If you click on this, and I'll actually pull it up for you. If you click on this, it actually has somebody reading the story. It gives pictures. There's music. It's a really, really cool way for your students to hear the book about the very hungry caterpillar and the different stages of life, but you not read it to them. And again, you can have a student come over and move these, and it gives pictures, and it has a key vocabulary in a different color. So that's one of the life cycles that you would talk about. This is the next one, obviously chickens, so it talks about birds. Again, you can click on this, and it's an interactive way of putting the bird life cycle together. You can move these, and there's facts. And then at the end, erase the box below when you're finished. I really like this lesson because in each page, it tells you what to do in order to get to all the different things. So pull the pictures up for more information. So your students aren't lost as to what to do, and you're not lost as what to do. It's very specific about how to use the lesson. Then we would go to mammals and frogs. And again, if you click on this, it's a video of Kermit the Frog, and he's singing about being a tadpole and tadpoles changing into frogs. And again, it's another way for our students to be learning the information, but in a very engaging and entertaining way. And again, click the numbers, so you would click, and it comes with the picture and the words. And in this one, if you click, it actually gives you a sheet. It pulls up Microsoft Word, and it has some sequencing, so you could even use this for reading, sequencing, and then answering questions based on it. So you just click on it, and your word will automatically pull up. This is a really good kind of review of the insects, mammals, birds, and amphibians. You may have to kind of explain where mammals and how that relates to it, but they would just drag these pictures, and again, you could have a student come up to the board to do it, and then, like it says, drag the black dot to the white circle, so you would drag it down and see if they were correct or not. Let's Sing and Dance, another video and a song about baby animals and what they're called. And then this page is exactly what it says it is, games and activities. And you would click on each one, and it would take you to different websites for stuff to do. So, for example, this is the Brain Pop Junior activities and videos. It says you must have a username and password for this, which we have at my school, so I could use that. What will I do when I grow up? Cycles of life, looking at butterflies. This site is where a teacher could go online and buy the caterpillars, and then you would, as a class, see them develop into butterflies. So all this is games and activities that you could do with your students, either on the Smartboard, or if you have computers or laptops in your room, they could do it individually or with partners or groups. And then I love this. This is at the end, and it gives you worksheets and extra practice for the kids to do individually. And all you would do is click on one of them. So we'll click on Life Cycle of Frogs, and it pulls up in either a PDF or on the website where they got it. So you could copy and paste it into a Word and print it, or like I said, like this one pulls up into a PDF, so you could just print it out, and that would be no issue at all. And at the end, they do a good job of having, these are the lesson notes, the teaching model. So assessment, differentiation, independent practice. It goes through the different higher order thinking and how we scaffold. You can do it as a whole group. And then there's a guided practice. And then there's a closure, so they can get on the websites and games. And then there's individual worksheets that they can work on. So I think this lesson would be great to use. In fact, I'm planning on using it this year. It's all about life cycles, and this is something that has been very prominent on our testing, the Kentucky science testing, the last couple of years. So hopefully you all will enjoy using this. I know I will, and I hope to find more lessons like this to use in the future.